Welcome back to Hannity. So last night during the VP debate, Frank Luntz conducted a focus group with undecided Ohio voters. Now, 22 of them said Governor Mike Pence won the debate, and only 4 said Senator Tim Kaine did. Joining us now to explain the results, the man himself, pollster Frank Luntz. And you, by the way, in fairness, you thought Trump lost the first debate, and your focus group that you did with him there. Let's go to the issue of the interruptions. I mean, very early on, I was like, I wanted to throw a brick through my television because of these interruptions. Let's play the tape.
Their heavy-handed approach.
You both have said Vladimir Putin is a better
we're going to get to Russia in just a moment, but I do want to get back to the question.
In the midst, yeah, Elaine, thank you, thank you, Senator.
These guys have praised Vladimir Putin as a great leader. How can they defend
Senator?
that?
We do have that coming up here, but in the meantime,
she had a Clinton Foundation accepting contributions from foreign governments.
You are Donald Trump's apprentice. Let me talk about this
Senator,
issue.
I think I'm still on my time.
Well, isn't this a discussion?
This is our.
Let's talk about this.
Let me interrupt you and finish my sentence if I can. Hillary Clinton failed to renegotiate a status of forces agreement.
No, that is incorrect.
And so we removed all of our troops from Iraq, and ISIS was able to be conjured up in that vacuum
but I'd like to
and overrun vast areas of Iraq.
President Bush.
That was not good. What did the audience say?
They were complaining about it verbally. In fact, this was the loudest group that I've hosted all year. They're watching on TV. The TV cameras are off as they're watching the debates. And they were complaining and complaining about Tim Kaine. And as the debate went along, Kaine dropped further and further. And the number one reason was because they thought he was rude. They thought that he wasn't listening to what Governor Pence had to say. He wasn't listening to the moderator. And, Sean, this is the number one rule of debates, other than don't trip when you take the stage.
Yeah.
The most important is do not talk over the moderator.
All right. What would Donald Trump, watching this, take out of this? Because he's a bit of a fighter. He's combative. What should he learn from this?
So there are 5 things, and I'm glad you asked. Number 1 is that they want specifics. So Trump should give them exactly what he's going to do in the first 24 hours. And the number one thing the American people want him to do is a forensic audit, because they hate wasteful Washington spending. Second is to engage the audience the way that Mike Pence actually tried to engage Senator Kaine. Ask the audience a question, Sean, because this is a town hall debate. Third is a very simple question. Is America safer today than it was 8 years ago? Mike Pence asked that question, and it is one of his highest dialed moments of the entire debate. Fourth, to ask viewers at home, which of us is more likely to bring about the fundamental change that you all deserve? And finally, take responsibility, show humility, lower the decibel level as you're interacting with real people in that debate, not a moderator. Sean, I'm going to tell you something. If he does those things, not only will he win the debate, I think he absolutely can win this election. But that requires connecting to voters in that manner.
All right, Frank Luntz, let's go to the issue. Pence's best moment was when he finally fought back because, I mean, Kaine was so negative and just tried to dump the kitchen sink and repeat it again and again and again. It was like a robot. I will say this about Donald Trump. I think it gets old fast, but condemning Hillary for her basket of deplorables comment.
If Donald Trump had said all the things that you said he said in the way you said he said them, he still wouldn't have a fraction of the insults that Hillary Clinton leveled when she said that half of our supporters were a basket of deplorables. She said they were irredeemable. They were not America. I mean, it's extraordinary. And then she laid one after another ism on millions of Americans who believe that we can have a stronger America at home and abroad, who believe we can get this economy moving again, who believe that we can end illegal immigration once and for all.
That was a pretty powerful moment.
It's because the public is so tired of insults. And what was interesting is that Trump has attacked Clinton. But Clinton was attacking the American people, and that is beyond the pale. If there's one moment that causes her to lose this election, we will look back on the moment when she insulted tens of millions of people. It was a big mistake on her part. She kind of walked it back, but if you notice, she never said, I'm sorry, forgive me.
Yeah.
Because there's no accountability with her.
Let's go to the email issue. 33,000 emails deleted. And she said, did you clean it with like a cloth? But now we know they used bleach pit. Now they know there was a well-orchestrated, sophisticated effort to lie and hide these emails. This came up last night.
Less than 10 cents on the dollar. The Clinton Foundation has gone to charitable causes.
90%.
It has been a platform for the Clintons to travel the world, to have staff. But honestly, Senator, we would know a lot more about it if Hillary Clinton would just turn over the 33,000 emails that she refused to turn over that were in her private server. We'd have a much better picture of what the Clinton Foundation was doing.
Senator King.
I think Americans instinctively know something's corrupt there.
So we've asked the question, which is more important to you, to know what is in Donald Trump's tax returns or know what is inside those emails? We've been doing it now for about the last 6 weeks, and it's 2.5 to 1. They want to know about the emails, and the reason why, Sean, is because Trump's tax returns are personal. It's about who he is. Those emails are about national security, and it's about the country overall. And so every time that she talks about tax returns, Trump should talk about emails.
Yeah, emails and the speeches she gave for a lot of money. I think that would probably resonate, too. All right, last one. The worst Kane moment if Trump about the tax returns, which you were just referring to.
The Trump Organization is an octopus-like organization with tentacles all over the world whose conflict of interest could only be known if Donald Trump would release his tax returns. He's refused to do it. His sons have said that the organization has a lot of business dealings in Russia. And remember, the Trump Organization is not a nonprofit. It's putting money into Donald Trump's pockets and into the pockets of his children.
As a side note, the Trump sons have contradicted that, but putting that aside, I think most people also recognize 18 years of audits, that's really abusive by any government agency, right?
Well, the public feels that it's all a scandal, it's all a mess, and they are hoping that one of these candidates will step above and beyond all this, look people straight in the eye, as I am to you right now, and just tell them what they think, tell them how they feel. Yeah. This election is up for grabs, and the key states, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, are all within the margin of error. This town hall debate is Donald Trump's best opportunity to connect, to interact, to engage. The first candidate that asks the audience a question, I'll bet you that's the candidate that wins.
All right. Thanks, Frank Luntz. Appreciate it.